Namaste. Shri Gurupyo Namaha. Please go ahead and let your hands rest on your knees or your thighs. You'll bring the tips of the index fingers and thumbs to touch. And then just let your body settle. Don't worry about sitting perfectly straight. Just feel the weight of your sit bones. Feel the weight of your legs, the buttocks, the shoulders, and the weight of the eyelids resting over the eyes. Closing the lips and starting to become familiar with your breath. Just the gentle, soft Ujjayi pranayama. And just begin to notice that as you deepen your breath, the spine naturally begins to lift. As you inhale, feel the breath lift the spine. As you exhale, just relax your effort. Almost like there's this play between effort and surrender. In a few breaths, the crown of the head will be sitting over the base of the spine. All because of the efforts of your breath. Good. We'll open with mantra. And this mantra is called the Param Jyotir mantra, the mantra of the supreme light, which is you. The mantra is Om Hreem Hum Saha Soham Svaha. 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 Breathing in, gently hold, embrace the breath, and then slowly breathe out. Good. Keeping the eyes closed, just slowly starting to roll the head and the neck open. So making these huge circles with your head. Make sure when you let your head drop back, you focus on lifting the chin. So you're not compressing the back of the neck too much. Just notice, feel into the sensation in the neck and the spine. And eventually you'll move the head in the opposite direction. And then very gently come back to center. Slowly bring the hands together at the heart, taking Anjali Mudra. And as you inhale your breath, stretch your arms up over your head. As you exhale, bring the arms wide, bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers and then squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, open the throat. And then inhale, the arms come up, the chin comes to neutral. Exhale, twist to the right. The left hand comes to the right knee, right hand goes behind you, and just gentle tug on the leg. As you inhale your breath, reach the arms back up, and exhaling as you twist the opposite way. Again, just gently tugging on the leg. Okay, now breathing in, arms reach, stretch the inhale. Exhale again, twisting the opposite way. Pause, enjoy the twist, enjoy the breath. Again, stretch the inhale, arms come back up, reach up, and exhale, twisting the opposite way. Pause. Again, just feel into the stretch, into the twist. And then slowly bring the arms back up. Look towards the thumbs, open your throat. Keep looking at the thumbs forward, and just pause for a moment, walking your hands far forward as you feel comfortable. Good, feeling the weight of the hips again. Connecting to the depth of the breath. So we want to have a kind of drishti, a kind of focal point. So allow the focus to favor the coming and the going of the breath. And then when you feel ready, if you can, keep walking your hands forward and just come to all fours, or you can walk your hands back, very nice, and then come to all fours. Okay, good. So from here, we'll just look at the hands. We'll spread the fingers wide apart. Yeah, and have your index finger straight ahead. And it's important to press down with the index knuckle on the base of the thumb. Okay. Settle the eyes closed just momentarily. Settle the hands down. The head will drop. And now let the belly just go. So you're not holding the belly at all. Just let it start to sag. And the weight of the belly will bring you into your back bend. Now you just lift the chin. Open the throat. Curl your toes. Lift your knees. Press back. Mountain pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale. As you come back to the knees, again, arch your back, open your throat, keep the sit bones lifted as you press back, mountain pose. Good, one more time, coming down to the knees, arching the back, lifting the sit bones, lifting the knees, mountain pose. Very nice. And now in mountain pose, just bend your right knee. So only the left leg is receiving the stretch. Settle equally into both hands. Very nice. And then changing sides, bend the opposite knee. Feel the hands settle. This kind of inner focus or inner dharana on the breath. And then if you could please bend both knees. Lift your heels up. Lift your sit bones up. And then very gradually start to let the heels settle down. Settle your gaze around your shins. Clearly there's sound. Clearly there will always be thought. But the focus is on the coming and the going of the breath. Great. As you feel ready, you'll go ahead, walk your hands back to your feet. So go all the way to the back of the mat. Okay, and just check that the feet are parallel. Let your arms begin to hang, your head hang. The belly can start to draw in, and then you can just begin to move your body side to side. Your hands might touch the floor, like you're drawing something in the sand. The face becomes very heavy, like you have no expression on your face. Good. Start to draw the kneecaps up to begin to engage the thighs. The muscle begins to hug to the bone. Very nice. And then from here, start to let your knees bend. Bring your arms wide and come through Utkatasana, thunderbolt. Don't let the weight go to the toes. Inhale as you rise up. Bring your arms behind you. Good. Interlace your fingers. Look down. See that your feet are still parallel. And then take the shoulder blades deep into the back. Open your throat. And with bent knees, begin to bow forward. If you can, keep your hands interlaced. Very good. Keep the head relaxed. Keep the breath very even and steady. Call this Samavritti Pranayama, equal wave in the breath. Okay, from here, release your hands down to the earth. Go ahead and walk your hands forward. Come back into that mountain pose. Good. Hug the forearms in, and on your inhale breath, lift your left leg up. Just take your time. Good. Bend your left knee. Now turn the left hip towards the ceiling. Yes, you're kind of like stacking the hips. Now hug your right leg in towards the midline. Hug your forearms towards each other so you maintain that stability in the asymmetry. Awesome. And then stretch that leg back out. Spread the toes. Really extend through the leg. Lift your right heel. Take your eyes forward and step your left foot all the way through. Good. If it gets stuck, you just help it out. Place your back knee down. You can also put your knee on a blanket or fold your mat over if you like. And then use your inhale breath to bring your arms up. You can firm the buttocks. You can gaze towards the thumbs if it doesn't strain the neck. And then bring the arms behind you. Bow your chin. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the breastbone. Deep back bend, Anjaneyasana. And then placing the hands down onto the earth. Take your time. Lift your back knee, lift your buttocks, and then step back, mountain pose. Good. Okay, from here, we'll go ahead and lift your right leg up. Good. Bend the knee. Turn the hip towards the ceiling. So the asymmetry starts. So you have to maintain what's called the stidham, the steadiness. So hug the forearms in. Hug that left leg. Very good. In towards the midline. Good. Maintain that Samavritti breath. And then extend that right leg out to your fullest capacity. Spread the toes. Take your eyes forward. Lift your left heel. Step the right foot forward. Good. Place your back knee down. Take your time. Now firm the buttocks a little bit and then take your arms forward towards the thumbs and then rise up. Anjaneyasana. So lifting the chest. Maybe the eyes come towards the thumbs a little bit. And then if it's all right for you, you'll bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Very nice. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift the chest. Yeah. Now start to gently, that's it, lift the chin. Beautiful. Just don't collapse into the back of the neck. Take another round of breath. Good. And then bring your arms back up. This time you'll bring your hands down and then look forward, step forward. Come into your half forward bend. So hands to the shins, Ardha Uttanasana. And then bow forward. Release the weight of your head. Good. Bend your knees, sink your buttocks, come through Utkatasana. Yes, try to lift your toes up. Nice. And then rise all the way up. Stay up here. Interlace your fingers and feel like you can hug your arms, kind of tightly in towards your ears, like you're clamping your head or something. Your buttocks, your tailbone is moving down. This will start to engage the core and then begin to lean over to the right. Now settle into that right foot. Settle your eyes. Inhale as you reach up and then go the opposite direction. Standing firmly into that left foot. And then rise all the way up. Sweep the arms wide. Bow forward. Uttanasana. Fantastic. Please go ahead, step your left foot back. Let your left knee come down again. Same pose. Anjaneyasana. Gaze to the thumbs. Right? The thumbs come forward. You bring your arms up. Your gaze lifts. And then bring your arms behind you. Your chin bows. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the breastbone. Let the throat open to any degree that it feels nice and you're not compressing the back of the neck. Remember the dharana. The focus is on the pranayama. Samavritti. Equal wave. Awesome. Bring your arms back up. Try to get that length through the side body. Then release your hands down. Pause. Feel your connection to the earth. Then lift your back knee. Then lift your buttocks and step back. Mountain pose. Good. You're always welcome to just enjoy the mountain, right? The steadiness of the mountain. If you would like to come into plank pose, of course, you're welcome to. Okay, if you come into plank pose, take your eyes forward. Very nice. Now come forward on your tippy toes. Bend your elbows. Chaturanga. Yep, keep going all the way to the ground. Awesome. Uncurl your toes. Good. And if I were to stand inside your calves, you would hug my shins or my ankles. And now as you inhale your breath, rise all the way up. Bhujangasana. Yep, no strain. You don't have to come up so high. That's it. Take another round of breath. And then come on down. Okay, now lift your knees. Curl your toes. Press your heels back. Keep your eyes forward. That's it. Now pull your pelvic floor up. Press to plank. Nice. And then back. Mountain pose. Okay, very good. When you're ready, please step your left foot forward. Let your right knee come down. Such a beautiful back bend, right? The arms come forward. Your thumbs lift. Your gaze lifts. And then bring your arms wide. Bow your chin. Interlace your fingers. Lift the breastbone. The tongue can rest on the roof of the mouth. Taking a sweet mudra. Okay, take your time. Bring your hands down to the earth. Look forward. Lift your knee, lift your buttocks, and then push off the back foot. Ardha Uttanasana. And bowing forward, releasing the weight of the head. Bend your knees, sink your buttocks. Utkatasana. Remember, try and keep light on the toes. Press to the mound of the big toe, the baby toe, the center of your heel. Use your inhale breath to rise all the way up to standing. Keep your arms over your head. Okay, this time you'll interlace your fingers and flip the inside of the palms towards the sky. Okay, pause here. Soften your knees so you're not pushing or locking the knees back. My teacher says this is what pushes the prana out. So clearly you don't want to do that. So shins are forward. Tailbone is down. And then find something to look at and lift your heels up. And then just find that ekagrata, that one-pointed focus, the outer drishti. Let the heels begin to sink down. Bring your arms forward, your palms up. Sink the buttocks back. Come through this variation of Utkatasana. Hold, light on the toes, and then slowly bowing forward. Very nice, Uttanasana. Try not to lock the backs of the knees out. Very good. And then we'll step back with our right foot, and we'll come into Virabhadrasana 1. So tricky pose, kind of. So you need to walk your left foot to the left. Look at your right foot. And when you look at your right foot, the toes are pointing to the top right corner of your mat. And depending on the size of your hips is depending on the width of the stance. Okay, so take that into consideration and then rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Okay, so settle into the pose and we'll exaggerate the back bend a little bit. So lean back, breathe completely, full diaphragmatic breathing. Good. Take your time. That's it. Press to the outer edge of that back foot. Very nice. Don't lose the drishti. And then releasing the hands down. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Step back, plank pose. Take the eyes forward. Remember, come onto your tippy toes. Bend your elbows. Come to the ground. Uncurl your toes. Curl back. Bhujangasana. So the head draws back. And then come down even just a bit. Curl your toes. You can press to your knees if you like. And then press back. Mountain pose. Downward dog. Okay, good. From here, we'll go ahead. Step the right foot forward. Okay, walk it to the right a little bit. Take your left foot, walk it to the left, and look at your back toes. Make sure they're pointing to the top left corner. Now pause, lift your gaze, open your throat, and then rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. So holding to a focal point, hug the arms towards your ears and gently arch back. What can help your balance greatly is letting the tongue rest on the upper palate. Starts to take on a mudra that kind of holds the prana. Very nice. Just another round of breath. And then releasing your hands down to the floor, stepping back, mountain pose. Good. Let your knees come to the earth. Okay, and once your knees come down, you can always use, knees are sensitive. And then if you have a block, you can place one between your ankles. You can also use 2 blocks. Would you like another block? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, so once you have your block, you're going to sit back into what's called Virasana. So sometimes this could be a little intense on people's tops of your feet, right? So if you need to come up, you're welcome to. So you're here, okay? The hands rest on your thighs, the shoulders are drawn back, and the tailbone is rooting down. Nice. Okay, just let the buttocks sink. And at times this pose can be a little intense. So connect to the coming and the going of your breath. The breath comes and goes as the thoughts also come and go. Okay, now press down to the tops of your feet. Come all the way up. Yep, you can keep the blocks there, and you're going to curl your toes under. Good, you can bring your knees in just a little bit so they're no wider than your hips. Okay, and then from here, you're going to bring your hands to your low back. So take your elbows towards each other. Nice. Let your hips start to come forward. Okay, and then look down towards your chest. Okay, so now look down. Push your buttocks down as you press your hips forward. Lift the chest now, and the chin can slightly draw away, but you're not going to let your head sag back. Keep the elbows drawing in. The breath is smooth and steady. Very good. Ustrasana, camel pose. Now as you inhale, lift your chest. Uncurl the toes. Come sitting back onto your block. Good. Hands to your thighs. Shoulders draw back. Breathing in, breathing out. The Samavriti breath has 4 qualities: silent, deep, unbroken, and even. Okay, press down through your shins. You're going to come back to all 4s, and then you can just scoot your block out of the way. Okay, good. So the gaze will be down, but your head's not sagged. So maybe look about a foot in front of you. Okay, and then you'll bring your left arm forward. Take your time, draw your belly in, and then bring your right leg back. Spread your toes. Now, full extension. Bend your right knee. Keep the gaze down. If possible, you can reach back with your left hand and grab the foot. If that's not possible, just keep the left arm forward. Now, if you're holding your foot, push your foot and your hand into each other and start to draw your gaze forward towards the front of the room. Press the foot into the hand into the foot. Very good. Another breath here. And then slowly extend out. Pull the belly in, spread your toes, and then gently release it. Okay, pause here. Going to round the back, chin towards the throat. Good. Inhale. Open the throat. And exhale. Round your back. Find your neutral spine. Okay, your gaze is slightly forward, remember? Your right hand or your right arm is forward. Now your left leg will go back. Good. Spread the toes. Remember, keep the gaze down first. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand. If possible, you hold the foot. If not, keep that right arm forward. Now, once you have the foot, if you do have the foot, start to take your eyes forward across the floor, then forward towards the front of the room, and then press the foot up towards the ceiling. Nice. Come out with control, with ease. Release it. Child's pose. Balasana. Bring the chest to the thighs. Very good. The seat to the heels. The forehead resting on the mat. Your breath so elegant. Really feel that nothing can disturb your peace. Shanti. Beautiful. Please bring yourself up to all fours. So before you press back, right, into your mountain pose, curl your toes. Okay, lift your buttocks up. Yes, keep the buttocks lifted as you press back into the mountain. Awesome. Please go ahead and step your right foot forward. Good. Keep your back heel up. Take your gaze up first. Then inhale. Reach your arms up. Okay, pause here. You're going to bend your back knee so you can kind of scoop your tailbone down and then extend that leg straight again. Okay, one more breath here. And then you'll bring your hands to your waist. Elbows draw towards each other. You're going to bend your back knee deep and then push off the foot. Okay, good. Keep your right foot down. Okay, now from here, you're going to pick up your back foot, your left foot, reach back with the left hand. Grab the foot. Okay, so here we go. Keeping the gaze soft but steady. Okay, the breath, Samavriti, even. The right arm goes up. If you can, flex your left foot and just stand into that right foot. Feel no rush to come into the posture. Push down. This is the pose. Remember, the practice is the goal. Now slowly start to tip forward. Keep the eyes steady. Eyes are steady. Don't move the eyeballs. Very nice. Lift the foot towards the ceiling. Take another round of breath. Beautiful. And then slowly come back. Release the foot down. Bring your hands together at the heart. Samasthiti. Inhale. Bring your arms wide. Open the throat. Exhaling as you bow forward. Uttanasana. Come up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Root your palms. Step back. Mountain pose. Downward dog. Good. Okay, please take your time. Bring your left foot all the way through. Stay on the ball of your right foot. Okay, walk your left foot a little to the left. That's it. Squeeze your thighs together. Remember, first take your eyes forward. Look where you're going. And then go ahead, bring your arms up, coming into that crescent pose. Bend your back knee a little bit. That's it. Think about your tailbone descending towards the earth. This will lift the pubic bone. This is how you engage the core, not by sucking the stomach in. And then fully extend that leg out. Lift to the sides of the waist. Breathe in and breathe out. Please bring your hands to your waist. Now deep bend in that back knee. Eyes are forward. Push off the foot. Step forward. Good. You can stand onto this left foot now. Bend your right knee. Reach back. Grab the foot. Okay, now don't change your focal point. Keep the gaze at the same thing. Don't move the gaze as the left arm goes up. Keep the gaze steady, push the foot and the hand into each other, and slowly begin to come forward. As you bring your body forward, your gaze does not change. Your breath stays consistent. Beautiful. Please, one more round of breath. And then bring the arm back up. Feel that length of the left side. Release the right foot down. Bring your hands together at your heart. Samastitihi. Inhale. The arms reach up. The gaze lifts. Bow forward. Exhale. Arms wide. Excellent. Root your palms. Bend your knees. Step back into your mountain pose. Okay, very nice. And then let your knees come down to the earth. Take your time. Okay, we're going to do Ustrasana one more time. So grab your blocks, if you have blocks. Okay, first we sit in Virasana. So this is an excellent pose for meditation if you can't sit cross-legged, by the way. Okay, so hands on the thighs, shoulders are back, ribs. Okay, please focus on the coming and the going of the breath. Press down through your shins, rise up, curl the toes. Okay, now you're going to have your hips come forward, look back at your left foot, and if your arms are long enough, your left hand goes to your left heel. Is that good? Yeah. Now press your hips forward. Yes, now start to bring that right hand back towards the right heel. Nice. Now lift the chest, press the hips forward. If it's comfortable, let the head go back. If it's not, please don't. Okay, feel like the breath is starting in your chest, like your chest is ballooning with the inhale. Very nice. Just another breath. Now lift the chest. The head comes up last. Chest first, then head. Yes, and then come down onto your seat. Good. Okay, we'll slide ourselves forward. You'll push your blocks to the side. Okay, and then just come down onto your elbows. Okay, good. Then take your elbows wide, bring your forehead to your hands, and just rest. Do nothing. Relax your buttocks, your legs. Even relax your breathing. Yoga tradition talks about how relaxation is like a preliminary practice to deeper states of awareness. So this is part of the practice. For many, resting is the hardest part, the surrender. Yourself up and we'll come into Sphinx. So your elbows are snug in, a little bit more. Yes, your elbows are a little bit in front of your shoulders and the fingers are spread wide. Okay, the feet are close but not touching. And then the eyes will close. So your chin is parallel to the ground. That's it. Now draw your head back. Heart is up. Tongue is up on the roof of the mouth. Now feel your legs heavy. And the heavier your legs become, the more the spine wants to extend out of the waist. And then gently bow the head. Same thing. Take the elbows wide. Rest your forehead on your hands and completely relax. No effort. Now bring your arms behind you. Yes, interlace your fingers. If that's a problem, you can always rest the backs of your hands on your sacrum. Otherwise, the hands are interlaced. Okay, tongue re-roots on the upper palate. And then as you inhale, just lift whatever you can off of the ground. Your legs, your chest, your head. Yeah, now try to straighten your legs. And perhaps you might be able to bring the inner knees to touch. Shalabhasana, beautiful asana. So stabilizing for your spine. And then please relax. Turn your head to one side or rest your forehead on your hands if you prefer. And then again, completely let go. Okay, and then just one more time. Interlace your hands behind you. Take your shoulder blades deep into the back, and then on your inhale, please lift up. Yes. Now, again, try to get the inner knees to touch. How do you do that? You have to relax your buttocks a little bit. Good. Squeeze the inner thighs. Closer and closer. Legs extending out. Really reach to the legs. That's it. Take another breath. Good. And then let it go. Turn your head to the opposite side. And again, do nothing. Okay. Now we'll come into a beautiful asana, Dhanurasana. So if you could please bend your knees. Yes, reach back. Grab a hold of your feet or your ankles. Now try to get the knees close together. They don't have to touch, but close. Press your shins towards the back of the room, away from your head. Lift the chest and rise up. Great. Now breathe. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. The mantra of the breath is Soham. Soham. And then please relax, rest, turn your head to one side. Just enjoy the kind of feeling and sensation coming out of the pose. And then we'll bring our right arm over the head, roll through the right side, come onto your back. Very good. Okay. So if you do have a block at home, you can place the block between your upper thighs. Yes. Okay, your feet are parallel. Very good. And you want to stay grounded to the knuckles of your big toes. Your palms are going to face upwards. So Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Press your shoulders down. Take your time. Very good. Now keep your feet grounded. Is that okay? And then start to lift your buttocks up. Yeah, even more. So you can get your shoulder blades close so you're not resting the base of your neck onto the ground. Yep, so these two bones, C6 and C7, are not resting. Very nice. Good. Now you're just kind of holding the block. You're not even squeezing the block. Good. Notice the flow of the breath again. We want the breath to flow like the Hamsa, the swan. It's the pulse of Kapha dosha. Steady, sweet, and full. Okay, please take your time. You'll walk the shoulder blades away and slowly come down. Take the block out to the side if you have one. Good, and then just pause. Sacrum resting down, your shoulders, you're not waiting for the next pose, just relax here. Yoga is moment by moment awareness. Okay, So you're always welcome to come back into that same exact pose. Or if you feel comfortable doing wheel pose, you can also do wheel pose, Chakrasana. So you decide. So Urdhva Dhanurasana. Do you want to try that? Okay. You can also hold my ankles if you want. Sometimes that is helpful. Yeah, you won't hurt me, don't worry. And press onto the top of your head. Good. And then slowly come up. Breathe. Try to straighten your arms. That's it. Now before you come down, look at the ceiling. Whatever that is, look at the ceiling. Come onto the back of your head. Yes. And then come down. Good. Pause. Very nice. Relax. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and stretch the legs out. Bring your left arm over your head. Roll through your left side, please. Come onto your belly. Yes, good. And then once you come onto your belly, you'll bring your hands, basically the wrist is under the elbow. Your hands are close to your body, but they shouldn't be touching your body. Okay, your head is up, your chin is up. Curl your toes. So I suggest to you, you really tighten the pelvic floor. It's like the Mula Bandha. And then press to your knees, up, and then press back into your mountain and stretch out all those back bends. Very good. See that the heels are not drawing in towards one another. The eyes are steady. The forearms are hugging in. Imagine the spine like the waterfall. Cool, calm, gentle. Visualization of the waterfall in the spine. Very good. Bring your knees down to the earth. Okay, so from here, we're going to do a pose called Bhadvadrasana. So some of you might enjoy using a blanket here. Okay, so you're on your heels just momentarily, and then you're going to drop your buttocks to the right. Okay, good. So if it feels like you're going to fall over, you can stick a blanket under your right buttock, but your knees are going to be apart. So quite, wide apart, like big space, open space. Yes? Okay, so your right arm will come up. You'll bring it behind you. If you can, you grab your wrist and try to bring the right hand as far over as it'll go. You just grab your pants or something. Okay, good. Now lift your left arm up. Bring it over to the right knee. You can either hold the knee or you can flip your hand and stuff your hand under your knee. That's if you have a long arm. Now settle the tailbone down. Close the eyes. Press your hand and your knee into each other and twist to the right. Tailbone is down. Relax that left shoulder and then turn your chin towards the left shoulder. Close the eyes. Close the lips. Rest the tongue. Good. And now in the pose, relax some of your effort. Feel like you're practicing at 70% of your potential. And then gently release your hands. Take your time. You press back up onto your heels. And then you'll go to the other side. Drop your buttocks to the left. The knees come apart. The blanket can come under your left buttock. Okay. And this time, your left arm goes up and behind you. Grab it with your right hand. You just hold whatever you can. The right arm comes up, and then hold the left knee or place the hand under the knee. Okay? Turn to the left. Close the eyes. Settle your tailbone down. So connect to the earth. Keep twisting to the left, and then bring your chin towards the right shoulder. So if your eyes were open, you would be looking at your right leg. Very nice. And then see if you can just kind of relax a little bit of your effort. Go into the pranamaya kosha, the energetic sheath, through the breath and through a bit of letting go. Relax your eyes. Very good. And then gently unwind yourself. You'll slowly come back up just momentarily. Good. Stretch your arms forward. Balasana, child's pose. Good. Okay, when you're ready, bring yourself up to all fours. Cross your ankles behind you, and then come seated onto the buttocks. Okay, good. If you could take your blanket, if you have one, and you can sit on the edge of it. Okay, good. So I'll mirror you. So please go ahead and bend and bring your right foot over your left leg. Okay, take your right hand to the outside of the knee, press it to the left, so your left arm hooks over the right knee. Close your eyes, keep that left leg extended strong. Press the buttock bones down. Inhale, lift your right arm up, and then just lean to the left. Just bow the waist. Good, inhale, reach up, bring the hand behind you. Your fingertips face away from you, and gently twisting to the right. And now into this pose, keep the eyes closed. Relax your left shoulder. So don't use so much strength from your left arm. The tongue, again, is on the roof of the mouth. And just watch the breath. Don't even force the breath. Observe the breath. Connect to its natural rhythm. Notice the thoughts. Are they taking over the practice? Can you just be aware of your breath? And slowly come back to center. Take your time. There is no rush. Extend your leg out. Pause. Dandasana. Staff pose. So you're grounding the hands, the buttocks, the feet are flexed, the toes together. Okay, try to keep this right leg straight and the toes pointing up as you bend your left knee. Bring your left foot over the right leg. Don't let the toes turn out. Keep them pointing up. Yes, and your left hand goes to the outside of the left knee. Push it to the right, so it makes it very easy for you to grab your left knee with your right arm. Close the eyes. Rest the tongue on the roof of the mouth. So there's effort for sure, but there's a part of you that's just watching. It's called the drashta. Inhale. Lift your left arm up. Lean over to the right. Just feel that bow to the side of your waist. Notice if the toes are turning out. And then reach the arm up. Keep those up and begin to twist. Your left hand goes behind you. Walk your hand over to the right and then twist the upper back. Now into the pose, relax your right shoulder. Relax a little bit of your effort so you're not choking the prana. Just free the posture a little bit and connect to the coming and the going of your breath. You're not even trying to shape the breath. Thoughts come in and go out, same as the breath. Favor your breath. Watch the breath. Slowly unwind yourself. Take your time. Extend that leg out. Coming back to Dandasana, so heart is up. Your hands can press down. Yeah, and then try to get the big toes to touch. Yeah, that'll help. The shoulders back. Yes, lift your chest up. Beautiful. It's actually a very challenging asana. Keep the legs like the danda, like the staff. And as you inhale, float the arms up. Good. As you exhale, bring your hands together at the heart. Keep the legs like the staff. Inhale, the arms float back up. Exhale, the arms go wide. Your fingertips touch the ground. Legs are strong. Last time, reaching the arms up. Stretch the inhale. Hands to the heart as you exhale. This time with the sound of Om. Inhale, reach up. Arms wide. Om. Bend your knees, flex your feet, reach your arms up. Good. Press your sit bones down, bow forward, Paschimottanasana. So just grab whatever you can. Depends how long your arms, your torso is. Relax your head. Your chin starts to draw. It's attracted to the throat, the Ardha Jalandhara Bandha. Good. If it's okay on your back, you can begin to straighten your legs. But if you start to feel a pull on the back, then please rebend your knees. Now, favor the exhale. If you inhale for a count of 4 chants of Om, exhale for 8. So Om, 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 like that, silently. Inhaling for 4 chants of Om, exhaling for 8 chants of Om. Fill your mind with those bija mantras of Om. Beautiful. Now with your knees bent, slowly come up. So bend your knees to come up. Much healthier on your back. Good. And then we'll go ahead and just turn around. So your head's this way, your feet that way. And then once you come onto your back, if you could please hug your knees into your chest. Apanasana. Draw them in. Good. Bring your arms out wide. Let your knees fall to the right. Very nice. If this strains your back, you can always place something under your knees. Your palms facing upwards. And if it's okay on your neck, turn your head the opposite way of your knees. Breathing in. Breathing out. Watch your navel. Move with the breath. As you inhale, the navel moves away from the spine. As you exhale, the navel moves towards the spine. Connect to this. This is what you're doing. Watching the navel. Please press your elbows down. Slowly go ahead, bring the knees back up. You can bring your blanket with you. Can't put your blocks over there. And then let your knees fall now to the left. Palms face upwards. Turn your head to the right if that's okay on your neck. The eyes are closed. So again, yoga is moment by moment awareness. It's not the past, it's not the future, it's now. So awareness at the navel. See the navel move away from the spine. On your inhale, see the navel draw towards the spine. On your exhale, this is the practice. This is yoga. Please take another breath. And then press your elbows down. Bring your knees up. Hug them into the chest. Apanasana. And then we'll bring the legs out and prepare for Shavasana, corpse pose. So if you have something to put under your head, you can put it under your head. If you have something to put over your eyes, if your back is sensitive, you can always place a rolled up blanket or a pillow or something from your couch under your knees. Okay. Just feel the body resting. Feel the back of your head on the earth. The shoulders resting on the earth. The back, the buttocks, the backs of your legs, your heels, the backs of your hands, your arms. The whole body is effortless. The breath is now quiet and effortless. Focus your attention on the flow of the breath as it moves in and out of the body. As you do, become aware of the space inside your mind. Imagine that your mind is a sky, an open space. Thoughts move through it like clouds. Let the thoughts arise and then let them depart. You are the watcher, not the thinker. Observing the thought clouds as they move to the sky of your awareness. The thoughts are like the clouds moving to the sky of your awareness. Once you begin to identify with the sky of awareness rather than with the clouds of thought, a greater sense of spaciousness arises. You can let the thoughts be there without being caught by them. In this practice, no effort is ever lost. Even a little of this practice protects one from great fear. See the mind like the vast expanse of sky. Imagine for a moment there are no thought clouds. It's just pure blue sky. Please slowly, very gently, begin to move your body. There is no rush. Move small parts, then bigger parts. Then eventually you'll draw your knees into your chest, rock to one side, and eventually come up to seated. So we'll close with a very simple, very peaceful, very Shanti-oriented mantra, so soft. And the translation is, may all beings be happy and free. The mantra is Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Chant that 3 times, followed by Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Relax your body. Remember, your breath elongates your spine. Don't force the spine to sit up straight. Let the breath align you. Think about this entire universe as you chant this mantra. Breathing in. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The meditation that I read from was this text called Meditation for the Love of It by Sally Kempton.